What's up, folks? All we need to stop, and we're good.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Levi Stadium. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Get set.
Pretty throwing here to start. His first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Reeled in by George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Giving an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Real quick.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here it was sharp, it was crisp, and they grabbed you early late.
And he'll get in.
Wow, that's crazy. They were good.
Kickoff. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Zeke's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Let's see who is defense.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Safety drop us a practice play.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
What happens?
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of a defense.
This one goes for 3 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Big gainer here.
This touchdown.
20. And that's a just
23.
1st down. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Oh, that's touchdown.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he drives that front
Touchdown.
backward on a gain of 4.
Touchdown.
Offense
Touchdown.
up to the line fast.
Touchdown.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The shot
Wide open, but whatever.
is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 3rd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And his play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. He gets 6 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down, Chico.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
I'm trying things up the gut. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Working quickly here. There's another for it. And he will find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop it.
Alright, so we down. All good though. Stops or just
Butker on now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. Not a good effort there. They're going to bring him down just beyond the 10.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First call here coming from the
there we
shotgun.
go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30.
That's all good. Look at this pick.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 8-7 the score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this.
It's all good. Ain't worry about it.
We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2.
Here goes the pick. Here goes the pick.
On the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down from the 42. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's taken in by Kendrick Moore. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's short yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage. A much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throw by Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get in the rhythm is going to find a way to win this game. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll throw. Third and long. And that's away for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Right. It's going to do.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Purdy gonna go on fourth. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points. And as that one falls, Brock, instead, just a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down. Not much scoring at this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Offense is set. 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet.
That's a
bigger play on the ground later on. Largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Completed to his running back. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there.
All right.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down. It's again at 20. First down, Chiefs.
From the red zone now. Right back to Rice. Caught again. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Pacheco will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Andy Reid sending in that call quick. They are going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's
we get ball back too.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The The Niners take over first and 10.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Purdy on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Real.
It's now 3rd down.
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. 3rd and long, Purdy. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Looking to throw. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And as we kind of expected, it does not work out. So a little surprised to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turn it over on downs. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 38 on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend. The centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you've got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. This gets the first and more. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown.